Hi guys, welcome back to Kristen and Katie Read. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Katie.
Oh my! And we like to.
Right.
And that's the opener. I refuse to say it again.
Okay. Perfect.
What are we doing today, Katie?
Today, we are doing our first ever ideal casting for drumroll. From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L Armentrout.
So we were discussing, with Shadow and Bone being renewed for a new season and just so many great...
Throne of Glass might be getting a series.
Yeah, it's always maybe getting a series.
Maybe.
It's a whole thing. So with all of the great books being turned into TV shows and movies, we were thinking of some of the other great series that we would love to see on the big screen.
Or the silver screen.
Or the silver screen. We're like, we should start doing Kristen and Katie go ahead and cast a TV show or movie for you. So go ahead and just jot all these ideas down, casting people.
Yeah, if you need any help,
Again,
we're available.
Leave us a comment. We don't know how else to get in touch with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, with that being said, we are going to cast from Blood and Ash. We're going to cast Poppy, obviously, our main character in POV.
Our POV forever.
Forever.
Hawk. Kieran.
Yes.
And
Is Kieran in the first book?
yes.
Okay, yes.
And Tawny.
Yes.
So
I do feel as if, Katie, let me go ahead and just stop you right there. I have something to say.
Wow.
I think that if this were to be a TV show or movie, that Tawny would be a bigger character.
I agree, yes.
Like, let's go ahead and also get this out there. This is a spoiler alert. If you are not up to date, so through the third book, The Crown of Gilded Bones,
Go ahead and just pause.
pause this because I
finish.
inevitably will mention something from that book.
Yes.
Because,
Maybe if you're not even done with the first book.
again, just go ahead and...
Right. If you're
See
not
other
like
content.
up to date with this series, we're gonna probably spoil something.
It's inevitable.
Pretty inevitable.
Much like Thanos, we are inevitable. But what I was gonna say is, I thought it was... I could see why they did it in the book because it's only from Poppy's perspective, but Tawny's gone for like too long.
Yeah.
Like, we need more characters to care more about, so having a best friend that we think maybe goes missing or has maybe been turned and all these things, but getting her back earlier, I think would help. So, with all that being said, let's dive into our first casting.
All right.
What do you want to do first?
Let's do Poppy first.
Okay.
She's the main character
Poppy?
of POV. Okay, so I immediately cast her very quickly with a favorite of mine, one Miss Cat McNamara.
Absolutely.
Incredible. She's great. We already know she looks good as a redhead.
Absolutely.
We already know that she has the fighting skills.
Yes.
And I've met her.
Wow. Should we throw it up?
Do you throw the worst picture of me of my life?
Go ahead and tell the people.
So I was in Las Vegas. And
That's
I
how
was
a good story starts.
a little hungover. And I had just eaten at a place called Egg Slut, so you know it was good. I saw Cat McNamara, and I followed her through a casino because she had blonde hair in person, but I knew her as Clary from Shadowhunters. And so I really wanted to make sure it was her. I got up the courage. I stopped her. She was so nice. My immediate words out were, "I love you." And she said, "Oh, thank you." And then she asked me if I wanted to take a picture.
And
I said yes. But even though I looked horrible, I can't stress enough. And I handed my phone to
They
who?
know. They've seen it.
To who?
Who did you hand your phone to?
Ross Butler.
Did you know it was?
We figured out after our encounter, my friend's brother goes, "Hey, wasn't that guy famous? Isn't he in Riverdale?"
You have to think.
And it was Ross Butler.
You also have to think that your friend's brother was not in the photo and could have taken it for you. Someone you actually know very well.
Absolutely. Handed the phone right to Ross Butler.
Hey, sir, I know you're nobody important. Please take this photo. You also did not tell her that you have a tattoo from the show.
I do have a tattoo from the show in the books, and
she also has runs tattooed
and
on
she
her.
also has a run in the same place. Hers is also on her ankle.
You have to think a missed opportunity. But if we cast her successfully in this movie / TV show,
I will get
she
to
will
see her
call
again.
Us. Yes.
And I can really redeem. I mean, I still think it's a solid opening line. I love you, but yes.
My
do we
second
have a runner-up?
choice. Yes. Yikes, we're already talking about Riverdale. Madeline, the girl who plays Cheryl.
Yes! Oh my god. She's be so good.
So stunningly beautiful and has that very like, I don't go out into the sun, I'm pale and covered, because they like, Poppy's the maiden and is very like covered. And I could almost like see her with this scar.
I'm obsessed with that choice.
Right. And she has like she's got the red lip thing, and I feel like I see a lot of fan art. Like she's always fan arted as like super pale, red hair, not like strawberry blonde, but like actual red hair. And she's one of the very few people that I think looks good with red hair
and red lipstick. Like, red is her signature color, which is also Poppy's color.
Yes, and she's younger, and I feel like she matches like the age that these people are supposed to be.
Agreed. Wow,
we're getting old.
Did we nail this?
You have to think. Okay, who are we casting next?
Huck / Casteel.
I have a couple choices.
Okay, I'm ready.
The first one that came to mind, I don't know why.
If you say Tom Welling, I'll hate you.
It isn't. But the first one that came to mind was a one. Taylor Lockton. I moved on. But he was the first person in consideration. I just want you to know. He's jacked.
Okay.
He's got the dark hair.
I understand. He's a beautiful man. But who's your actual pick?
Okay, so then I was thinking Jamie Doran.
Ooh.
Which is...
He's a little older.
You have to think. But Huck is also 700 years old. So
throw
me a bone here.
Imagine.
Much like he
Madeline.
threw all the bones of 50 Shades.
Makes sense.
They would look great. They would look so great.
Okay, my pick's a little bit younger. Okay. It's obviously Matthew Daddario.
I mean,
Shadowhunter reunion. I mean, he would look great with Madeline too.
Yeah, he would.
Either one. But he's tall. He's got the hair. He's got the whole package.
I also, when we were like, okay, they should be younger, right? Because I immediately just started thinking of older people.
Like
because
our
we
age.
No, older. I started thinking of like people who were like in their heyday in like the 80s and 90s because we're like, they should be young. And then immediately I was like, Julia Roberts, Antonio Banderas. I mean, what a hunk. Imagine Julia Roberts and Antonio Banderas. Imagine them together. I implore you.
Imagine. Who's the kid from The Maze Runner?
Wow!
Dylan O'Brien? He's cute.
Okay, but he's so young.
Exactly. So is Madeline. She's like 20.
Right. You're not wrong. They would look great together.
I know, right?
Is he big enough? I imagine like a football body. But you know what? Taylor Lautner, when they said we're gonna recast you, and he was like, absolutely not. And bulked. Anybody can do it. What's his name from Silicon Valley? Huge. Gonna be in a Marvel movie.
Did you have any runners up for Casteel?
Well, yes. Do I remember them? No.
Is it Tom Welling?
No, I don't think he would be good. I just think he has the right body, but I don't think he has the right face. He has too pretty of a face, and I need someone who's like rugged, who's like seen some stuff, which is why I went to Jamie Doran. But then I was like, this is already basically a 50 Shades book. Like, this is already a romance, and he's already done a romance. He might turn the role down.
Probably.
You know what I mean? He might not accept.
Okay, I'm really excited about my Kieran.
Okay, next casting. Kieran. Who do you have?
Okay, it's Keenan Linsdale.
I don't know who that is.
He's Kid Flash.
Oh, yeah.
And he's from Love, Simon.
Yes. I mean, he's great.
And Work It, which I love. Shout out Work It. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think he would be a really good Kieran.
Yeah.
I think he's like lean enough. Like he could bulk up a bit for it, but he has like that wolfish, like lean. He's very sexual, I feel like, but he's also younger.
But like not in a predatory way.
Like he's a child.
He's in his 20s. It's fine. We are also in our 20s.
That's right.
For a little while longer.
We're in the same decade.
What is the actor's name who plays Ambrose in Sabrina?
Ooh, yes. I love him.
I mean, I think a lot of it, he just has like such a presence. His voice is so sexy.
Oh, what are we doing? It should be Jesper. It should be Jesper from the Crows.
Oh, done. Throw everything else out.
Done.
Throw everything else out.
Okay.
Wow. We'll give you both of their names.
Okay. Yes.
Ambrose from Sabrina on Netflix.
From Sabrina is Chance Perdomo.
Yes. Wow.
I love him. He is very sexual.
Yeah.
God.
And then Jesper from Shadow and Bone, again on Netflix. Netflix knows how to pick them. I'll just say
they really do. My God. Kit Young.
I mean, and he's an up-and-comer. He
might
might accept the role.
He might, yes.
He might accept the role.
All three of these people would be perfect. We've done it for you.
You're welcome.
Pick any of them.
You're welcome.
And whoever you don't pick, they can just be other Wolven.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I feel like we're gonna need more main characters coming up, like later in the series. So they can all be other characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Last character casting is for Tawny.
Mm-hmm.
And who is your pick?
Okay, so I had a couple. My dream of dreams would be Zendaya because no project is really complete without her.
You're right. You consider everything else.
The only projects ever completed are The Greatest Showman, Spider-Man, Euphoria, and that dance show she was on. Casey Undercover, complete series.
We're young. We're youthful. We know about the show.
But I think that Tawny would need to be like a principal character for her. So
the role would have to be bigger.
So, but I also really, really liked, I immediately thought of Kat from The Bold Type.
Yeah.
Her name is Aisha D.
I think she would be great.
I love her.
Yeah. She also, I feel like, is more like confident. Like Tawny's character to me just could do so much more.
Yes.
And I think she is an actress who could bring it to life. Yeah. I also think she will too.
I think that, and I think, The Bold Type is ending. She's looking for a new project.
Yeah. So I immediately thought of, I think because it's like a best friend and Tawny is her, not handmaiden, but similar type role, made me think of Daenerys's.
Yes.
I mean, again, it wasn't, the title's not handmaid, but her like lady maid. What are they called? And I don't know what they're called in Game of Thrones or this book, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Like Lady in Waiting.
Yeah, and she's so beautiful.
Natalie Emmanuel.
Yes, and
she's
really good friends with Kat McNamara because they
were in the Maze Runner together with Dylan O'Brien.
Reunion.
Yeah, they are really good friends. That would be perfect.
Right, they're like really good friends. They post together all the time.
Yes.
Okay, done and done. Okay, so go ahead, write us a check for casting this film for you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And, we thought about casting some other people, but we've already cast so many people in this.
Right, you have to think. This could be a TV show, a revival, turned into a movie, turned into a Broadway play.
And just remember, if Zendaya's not in it,
it's not complete. It's not complete. You're off the project.
You're off the project, Kyle.
So anyways, I would love to know who you guys would cast for any of the main characters in this, or any of the characters we didn't mention that are in any of the 3 books. And maybe if there's another book that we should be casting.
Yes.
Send us your suggestions.
Absolutely.
Until next time,
stay incest free.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting.
Bye.